Welcome to Pop History. Let's look at some of the stories behind a few popular events from July 1981. Here we go. On July 3rd, Chris Evert Lloyd won the Women's Singles Championship at Wimbledon, defeating Hana Mamlakova in straight sets. She pulled off this victory without losing any sets, becoming the first woman in 14 years to accomplish this feat. In fact, throughout the entire tournament, in which she had played 7 matches, Evert Lloyd had only lost 26 total games. Among those in attendance that day, witnessing the match, was Lady Diana Spencer. On July 7th, President Ronald Reagan nominated Sandra Day O'Connor to the Supreme Court of the United States. During his 1980 presidential campaign, Reagan promised that he would appoint the first woman to the court. Fulfilling his promise, when 66-year-old Associate Justice Potter Stewart announced his retirement from the court. O'Connor was surprised when she received a phone call from President Reagan, letting her know that he planned to announce her nomination. Her confirmation hearing 2 months later was the first to be televised, with most of the questioning centered on the issue of abortion. Over a week later, O'Connor was confirmed by the U.S. Senate by a vote of 99-0, and she took her seat on the court on September 25th. Within her first year, she received over 60,000 letters from the public, more than any other justice in history. On July 8th, the female rock band, the Go-Go's, released their debut album, Beauty and a Beat, which included songs like Our Lips Are Sealed and We Got the Beat. The album steadily climbed the charts and reached the #1 spot on the Billboard album chart by March of the following year, the first and only album by an all-female band to do so. It eventually sold over 2 million copies. This all-female group, who wrote their own songs and played their own instruments, left a mark in what had been the mostly male-dominated world of music. On July 9th, Donkey Kong was first released by the Nintendo Game Company. The arcade game featured Jumpman, later named Mario, who must save Pauline from the giant ape Donkey Kong, who is holding her captive. Donkey Kong became one of the most challenging games of its time, issuing in a new era of platform-style games. It is also considered impossible to win, because the timer on level 22 does not allow enough time for the level to be completed. Despite this flaw, sequels to the original Donkey Kong soon followed, and the game grew in popularity, later inspiring its own television cartoon series. On July 15th, the artificial sweetener aspartame, marketed and sold as NutraSweet, was approved for sale in the United States by the Food and Drug Administration. At first, the product was only cleared for use by individuals, but would later be approved for use as an additive for commercial food production. On July 17th, the American comedy film Arthur was released. The movie stars Dudley Moore as a spoiled, alcoholic billionaire who is forced into an arranged marriage. Arthur received many positive reviews and is considered by many as one of the best films of 1981. It grossed nearly $3 million on its opening weekend and over $95 million domestically. Its title song, Arthur's Theme, performed by Christopher Cross, won the Academy Award for the Best Original Song. Sir John Gielgud, who played the title character's butler, won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Also released on July 17th was the American romantic drama film Endless Love, adapted from the novel with the same title. The movie, about an obsessive love between two teenagers, stars Brooke Shields and Martin Hewitt, and also includes Tom Cruise in his film debut, playing a minor role. The film's title song, performed by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, nominated for an Academy Award, became a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, where it remained for 9 weeks. The film received mostly poor reviews, receiving 6 Golden Raspberry nominations, but still ended up grossing over $33 million worldwide. On July 20th, at a ceremony in Los Angeles, California, Martina Navratilova officially became an American citizen. Navratilova, who had defected from then-communist Czechoslovakia in 1975, at the age of 18, had lived in fear that she would be kidnapped and returned to Czechoslovakia and put into prison. She went on to become one of the greatest tennis players of all time, holding the record for holding the most Grand Slam titles and for Wimbledon victories. July 24th, the American adventure film Tarzan the Ape Man was released. Directed by John Derek, the film stars Derek's wife, Bo Derek, and Miles O'Keefe. Bo Derek had gained popularity from her role in the movie 10, while O'Keefe had been a stuntman with the film, but was cast as Tarzan when the original star left production. The semi-erotic film attempts to tell the story of Tarzan through the eyes of the character of Jane, but despite the obvious sexual tension between the two, the movie is seen as one of the worst movies ever made. Despite that, it still grossed over $36 million worldwide. On July 25th, the World Games competition was held for the first time in Santa Clara, California. Like the Olympics, the World Games is an international competition held every 4 years, consisting of sports that are not part of the Olympic Games. The 15 sports featured at the first competition included roller hockey, softball, taekwondo, and baseball. At the opening ceremony, the athletes marched in grouped by the sport they played instead of by the nation they represented. The first gold medal awarded went to the tug of war, with the gold going to the team from England. There are currently over 25 sports that make up the Games, with others that are now part of the Olympic Games no longer included. Currently, over 3,500 athletes from over 100 countries around the world participate in the Games. On July 27th, Seattle Computer Products, creator of the 86-DOS computer operating system, sold all rights to the program to Microsoft for $50,000. Rebranded as MS-DOS, the operating system has earned billions of dollars for the Microsoft company. Also on July 27th, Fleetwood Mac singer Stevie Nicks released her debut solo album, Belladonna, which featured future hits like Edge of 17 and duets Stop Dragging My Heart Around and Leather and Lace. She recorded the songs for the album while also working on Tusk, her fourth album with Fleetwood Mac. Belladonna reached number 1 on the US Billboard 200 within 2 months of its release and was awarded platinum status by the Recording Industry Association of America within 3. The album sold over 4 million copies domestically, and Rolling Stone magazine named Nicks the reigning queen of rock and roll. On July 29th, Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer were married at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Charles, the Prince of Wales, aged 32, was heir to the British throne. Diana, aged 20, was from a prominent aristocratic family. The event was seen as a fairy tale wedding by many, and often referred to, in the months leading up to it, as the wedding of the century. 3,500 guests made up the congregation, while an audience of over 750 million people watched the ceremony that was broadcast worldwide on television. After the ceremony, the couple made the traditional appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. On that day, the United Kingdom marked the day as a national holiday, and many street parties were held in celebration. The couple would go on to have 2 sons before they separated in 1992 and divorced in 1996. That wraps up our look at pop history from July 1981. Keep an eye out for our next episodes coming soon. For now, as always, thank you for watching and joining us in this stroll through our memories from 1981.